Hello there, Richie Vitale here. That was a song called "A Line for Lyons," which was performed by Stan Getz and Chet Baker, which I arranged for my quintet. The very first bars at letter A are a dominant scale going up from the root and then down. This is from page 15, figure 11 of my blue theory book entitled A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvising. It also is in my follow-up pink book to the theory book, A Lyrical Approach, Supplemental Book 1, also figure 11 on page 24. The trick to the descending dominant line is that there is a half step between the root and the flat seventh, something I learned from the Barry Harris classes in New York City at the Jazz Cultural Theater. The first turnaround I'd like to look at starts 2 bars before letter B and goes like this. This is the way it's in my book, by the way, in the key of D. So you can see how I changed the line slightly to fit my solo, the style, and how I felt that particular day. This is where the work of a jazz musician comes in, as we must be able to play comfortably in all keys, so I do quite a bit of transposition as I practice. In between letters B and C is the second turnaround I'd like to look at, in bars 14 and 15. Again, you'll find this on page 66 in my blue theory book, number 5, also in the key of D. as in my blue book. The second and third bar of the bridge at letter C is very interesting. This is a line over D sharp half diminished, going to G sharp 7, flat 9, going to C sharp minor. This is also in my blue book on page 50, figure 55, number 6, under approaching 2 half diminished to the 5 dominant flat 9 to the 1 minor. Now here's the cool thing. In the blue theory book, it's only in one key, but in my supplemental 2 book, I wrote it out in all the keys for the trumpet. So if you go to my green and pink, a Lyrical Approach Supplemental Book 2, and you look under figure 55, number 6, under approaching 2, 5, 1 minor, bam, there it is, written out in all the keys. This is how that line is written out in my book. Check it out. I change it slightly for my solo because I liked that little rest in there, and the phrasing just felt better in this song. Two bars before letter D, we have another interesting turnaround that goes like this. You can hear the difference between what's in my book and what I just played. So feel free to change any line I play or anyone else plays. That way you're developing your style and getting your own sound. The line at D over the first 3 bars sounds more like something you would play over the tune Nostalgia, which is a counterfact based on Out of Nowhere. This is particularly interesting because the notes on the third measure fit over the chord changes of Out of Nowhere, which at bar 28 would be a C minor 7 to F7. So even though the notes I play at bar 28 of letter D in my solo really fit over the chord changes of a C minor 7 to an F7, not the chord changes of C sharp minor 7 to F sharp 7, it still works. At letters 30 and 31 of letter D, there is another turnaround which I'd like to discuss. You may notice that in each turnaround I take liberties. I change things from what they are in my book, a few notes to fit my style correctly and to fit the solo. So any line you learn from any musician or from any book as you improvise, you should change as you see fit, so that it fits your particular style and it also works in the tune you're practicing or performing. To me, this is a bluesy line, but this is how it evolved. So in that case, it was of G7, so it sounds like this. Now over an A7. So you can see getting a blues line off of a dominant line is really cool. Now this was starting on the 5th, and I'll have it written out and it'll be on my Patreon page if you'd like to see it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on using a turnaround over a line for Lyons. All of my books are available on my website at richievitale.com with a full explanation of what is in each book. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. Also, please subscribe to my channel for updates on my newest jazz video lessons. On my Patreon page, you'll see PDFs of my lessons and insider tips there. Please feel free to go to patreon.com, Richie Vitale, and join up in this jazz journey. Thank you for watching and happy practicing. Thank you.